Right. So today we're going to be looking at how to prepare for an interview for a collection manager,
Oh, cool.
a role dedicated to, preserving history and culture for generations to come.
Yeah, it's a
And we've got all this cool stuff here from RoleCatcher,
mm,
this platform that has all these insights and, AI tools that can help you prepare.
really cool.
So think of this deep dive, I guess, as like your secret weapon
Okay,
to help you get that interview confidence,
I like it.
to get a sneak peek into the world of collection management.
Okay, so yeah, collection management, it's a fascinating field. It goes way beyond just, caring for objects.
Right.
Collection managers are really like detectives,
Oh, wow.
piecing together these historical puzzles.
Incredible.
They're like scientists battling the forces of decay,
Oh, wow.
and even like diplomats navigating cultural sensitivities.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's a really dynamic blend of meticulous documentation, these
Oh.
cutting-edge conservation techniques,
Mm.
and sometimes even the thrill of uncovering like these hidden treasures.
Oh, wow. So you're not just a caretaker.
Right.
You're a guardian of stories, basically.
Exactly.
And then we have RoleCatcher.
Yeah, so RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
it's more than just a job board.
Okay.
It's really like having a personalized career coach right in your corner.
Oh, cool.
They use AI to analyze job descriptions, tailor resumes, even provide feedback on your interview answers.
Wow. It's like having like an insider's guide
Yeah.
to what hiring managers really are looking for.
Exactly. Imagine practicing your answers and getting feedback from an AI that's analyzed thousands of interviews.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It's a game changer,
That would be really helpful.
for sure.
Okay, so let's dive into the heart of this deep dive,
Okay.
the interview questions.
All right, let's get down to business.
Let's do it.
RoleCatcher has this amazing repository of questions,
Right.
and we're going to unpack a few that really reveal those core skills and challenges of the role. And we'll sprinkle in some insights from RoleCatcher's sample answers as well.
I like it. Okay, so let's start with this first one.
Okay.
Can you tell me about your experience in managing a collections team?
This one's a classic. It's not just about, rattling off the number of people you supervise.
Right.
It's about showcasing your leadership style. How would you inspire a team to achieve a shared goal?
Yeah.
What kind of environment would you foster?
Right. What if you haven't actually directly managed a team before?
That's a great question. A lot of people are in that situation.
Yeah.
You can definitely leverage those experiences, highlight situations where you demonstrated leadership qualities even without that formal management title.
Okay.
Did you take ownership of a project,
Mm-hmm.
delegate tasks effectively,
Right.
motivate others,
Yeah.
successfully resolve conflicts?
That's really good.
These are all valuable examples of those transferable leadership skills.
So it's really about showing that leadership potential, even if you haven't had that formal title yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. This next one digs into like the nitty-gritty of museum operations.
Okay.
How do you handle difficult or non-responsive debtors?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
This feels like it needs a very delicate balance
It does.
of firmness and diplomacy.
Absolutely. Remember, you're not just collecting money,
Right.
you're building and maintaining those relationships.
You do more than that.
This question is really about problem solving,
Okay.
clear communication, and knowing when to escalate an issue.
Right.
RoleCatcher emphasizes strategies like setting clear expectations, establishing deadlines, documenting all interactions.
So it's as much about protecting the museum's financial well-being as it is preserving those crucial relationships with donors and partners.
Exactly.
So how do you find that sweet spot
Yeah.
between being assertive and maintaining those vital connections?
It's all about striking that balance.
Yeah.
Think about, how you would approach a situation where a long-standing donor is facing like temporary financial difficulties versus a case where there's a pattern of deliberate non-payment.
Yeah. That's totally different.
Each scenario might call for a different strategy,
Of course.
and demonstrating that nuanced understanding is key.
Okay. So you need to adapt your approach
Mm-hmm.
while staying true to the museum's financial guidelines and ethical considerations.
For sure.
Speaking of ethical considerations,
Yeah.
the career guide on RoleCatcher mentions how collection managers often grapple with issues of cultural sensitivity and repatriation.
It's a very complex and evolving landscape.
Yeah, especially today,
Absolutely.
where museums are reevaluating their roles and responsibilities.
Right. Collection managers are increasingly tasked with navigating these repatriation requests, collaborating with source communities,
Right.
and ensuring that collections are presented in a respectful and culturally sensitive manner.
So it's about being mindful of the origin and significance of the objects you're caring for.
Yeah.
And understanding that your role extends beyond preservation to really encompass ethical stewardship.
You got it.
So let's tackle another one.
All right.
This one reveals a candidate's analytical skills.
Okay.
How do you prioritize accounts for collections?
That's a good one.
This seems like it would require
It does.
a deep understanding of a museum's financial needs and priorities.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
This question really assesses your ability to balance financial considerations with the museum's overall mission.
Mm-hmm.
RoleCatcher advises taking factors like debt age,
Okay.
amount owed, and payment history into account.
Right.
But there's more to it than just crunching numbers.
Of course.
Think about the potential impact of your decisions
Right.
on the museum's reputation and its relationship with donors.
It's a bigger picture.
It is.
So you're not just looking at a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
You're making strategic decisions
You are.
that could have long-term implications.
Absolutely.
So what factors would you weigh most heavily in prioritizing accounts?
Yeah. So for me personally,
Mhm.
I would consider the potential impact on the museum's mission and its relationships with stakeholders.
Okay.
For example, if a long-standing donor is experiencing temporary hardship,
Okay.
a more flexible approach might be warranted.
Right.
However, if there's a pattern of intentional non-payment, firmer action might be necessary to protect the museum's financial stability.
Right.
So it's about...
It's about finding that balance
I-
between
Hello?
compassion and accountability.
Absolutely.
Recognizing that every situation is unique.
Each one is different.
Yeah. I can see how RoleCatcher's insights go beyond surface-level answers
Yeah.
and really help you think critically about the complexities of this role.
For sure, that's exactly what's going to make you stand out in the interview.
Right.
You're not just demonstrating knowledge, you're showcasing judgment analytical skills
Yeah.
and a nuanced understanding of that delicate balance involved in this profession.
It really is.
It's key. And that brings us to another really important part of this role,
Okay.
teamwork. You'll be working with, curators, conservators, researchers, a whole bunch of passionate people.
That's true. Yeah.
So how would you handle conflicts within your team or even with other departments?
Right.
That's a question you might get.
Oh, yeah. The dreaded conflict question.
Yeah.
No one wants to admit to, disagreements,
Right.
but conflicts are just bound to happen in any workplace,
They are.
especially one as dynamic as a museum.
For sure.
So how do you spin this potential pitfall
Yeah.
into something positive to showcase your skills?
Right. Well, it's all about framing your response
Okay.
in a way that highlights your approach and your ability to navigate, those challenging interpersonal dynamics.
Right.
RoleCatcher really emphasizes the importance of open communication,
Mm-hmm.
active listening,
Okay.
and a collaborative approach to finding that common ground.
So instead of just saying oh, I'm a good communicator,
Right.
you need to give a specific example
Exactly.
of a time when you successfully mediated a conflict or helps team members reach a compromise.
Right. And remember to focus on that positive outcome.
Right.
Did you improve team morale,
Mm-hmm.
streamline a process, strengthen a relationship?
Yeah.
Highlighting those positive results
Right.
demonstrates your ability to turn conflict into, a catalyst for growth.
That's good. Okay. Let's talk about this question.
Okay.
That's becoming more and more relevant
Mhm.
in today's, text-driven world.
Right.
Can you tell me about your experience in using collections, software, or technology?
Yeah, museums are constantly embracing new tools to manage their collections.
Right, because they're so vast and so valuable.
Absolutely.
So a good answer to this question would go beyond just naming programs.
You would.
You want to show that you understand how technology is transforming the museum field
Yeah,
and how you've used those tools to actually achieve specific goals.
precisely.
Okay.
Let's say you use a collections management system like Past Perfect or TMS.
Right.
Don't just say the name. Talk about how you've used it to streamline inventory processes, improve data accuracy, or facilitate research collaborations.
So it's about showcasing your technical skills while also showing that you understand that bigger picture
Right.
of how technology is reshaping the way museums operate
Yeah.
and fulfill their missions.
Exactly.
Okay, here's another one that dives into that practical side
Okay.
of managing a collection.
Right.
How do you ensure that your collections team is meeting productivity goals?
Tricky one.
Yeah, it seems tricky.
It does.
Because it's you have to balance setting expectations but also motivating your team to meet them.
Yeah, it's a delicate dance.
Right.
You want to set, ambitious but realistic goals, track progress effectively, and provide regular feedback and support.
Right.
RoleCatcher suggests using a combination of metrics, like the number of objects cataloged, the percentage of completed condition reports, or the timeliness of loan requests.
Okay, so you're using data to measure progress.
Yeah.
But you also have to recognize that productivity isn't just about numbers.
It's not.
It's also about quality accuracy, alignment with the museum's goals.
Absolutely.
And it seems like how you use those metrics is just as important as the metrics themselves.
It is.
So how do you communicate those goals to your team?
Yeah.
How do you give feedback? How do you celebrate successes and address, areas for improvement?
That's a great point.
These are all like crucial parts of being a good leader.
They are.
And managing performance.
For sure.
And this is where I think RoleCatcher's AI-powered feedback can be really helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being able to practice your answer to this question.
Yeah.
Get insights from an AI that has analyzed, thousands of other responses.
It's like having a personal interview coach right there in your pocket.
Yeah.
Giving you real-time feedback.
That's incredible.
That can help you refine your answers.
Yay.
And present yourself in the best possible light.
But even beyond, like, the technical parts of using RoleCatcher's AI, you have to remember that being genuine is key.
It is.
Let your passion shine through.
Right.
Show that you're genuinely interested in the museum and its collection, and showcase your unique skills and experience in a way that feels natural and engaging.
Absolutely.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between using the power of AI and being yourself.
It is.
Okay, let's switch gears for a sec and talk about something else that's important for interview prep.
All right.
Researching the museum and its collection.
Yes.
This shows the hiring manager that you've done your homework.
It does.
And that you're really interested in this specific museum.
Imagine walking into that interview and being able to articulate how your skills and experience align with the museum's mission.
Right.
And the unique characteristics of its collection.
Right.
That level of preparation really demonstrates initiative, enthusiasm, and a genuine commitment to the role.
I bet RoleCatcher could help with this too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Their database of museum profiles and career guides could be like a goldmine of information.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher provides really detailed insights into the history, the mission, the collection highlights of so many museums.
That's really cool.
It's like having a virtual tour guide at your fingertips, giving you all the context you need to really tailor your answers and showcase your understanding of the specific institution.
Okay, let's dive back into the questions.
Okay.
We've covered some of the big picture ones.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about how to handle those behavioral questions that ask you to describe like specific situations.
Great point. Those behavioral questions are designed to really assess your past performance and how you've handled, various challenges.
Right.
A common example is, can you tell me about a time when you had to make a difficult decision regarding the deaccessioning of an object from the collection?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is.
Deaccessioning,
Yeah.
which means removing an object
Right.
from the museum's permanent collection is really complicated.
It is.
There are ethical and financial implications.
Absolutely.
So how would you recommend approaching this kind of question?
So the key here is to use what's called the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result.
Okay.
You briefly describe the situation,
Okay.
outline your specific task or goal detail, the actions you took, and then highlight the positive outcome.
Okay.
So really focus on demonstrating your problem-solving abilities, your ethical decision-making process, and your ability to navigate those sensitive situations.
So instead of just saying, yeah, I've dealt with deaccessioning before, you're telling a story.
Exactly.
With a clear beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
Highlighting the steps you took and the things you considered.
And remember to connect your actions back to the museum's mission and collection policies. Did you consult with the right stakeholders? Did you follow procedures? Did you document everything thoroughly?
Yeah.
These details show your professionalism and your commitment to ethical stewardship.
This is where RoleCatcher's AI feedback could really come in handy to help you fine-tune your story and make sure your answers hit all the right notes, showcasing your skills and experiences in the most impactful way.
The AI can analyze your response, suggest areas for improvement, and even provide examples of how other successful candidates have answered similar questions.
Okay, let's move on to a question about the ever-changing nature of this field.
Okay.
How do you stay up to date with changes in regulations and laws related to collections?
It's crucial to stay informed about new laws, regulations, and best practices.
Right.
A strong answer might mention professional development courses, industry publications, or attending conferences and workshops.
So it's about showcasing that you're proactive, about staying informed.
Absolutely.
And making sure your practices align with those latest standards.
You got it.
You want to show you're not just knowledgeable,
Right.
but also committed to learning and growing professionally.
Exactly.
And I imagine that commitment to growth is something hiring managers really look for.
Oh, yeah. It shows that you're invested in your career and the field.
Yeah.
It also signals that you're adaptable and eager to embrace new challenges and opportunities.
Okay, let's tackle another question about leadership and performance management.
Okay.
How do you measure the performance of your collections team?
So this one goes beyond just looking at numbers.
It does.
It's about understanding all those different aspects of performance.
Okay.
Productivity, efficiency, accuracy, even teamwork and communication.
Okay.
RoleCatcher suggests using metrics like the number of objects cataloged, the completion rate of condition reports, or the timeliness of loan processing.
Okay.
But it also really emphasizes those qualitative assessments, like observing team dynamics.
Providing regular feedback and coaching.
So you're saying it's about having that holistic view of performance, using both quantitative and qualitative measures to really assess and improve the team's overall effectiveness.
Absolutely. And this question gives you a chance to showcase your leadership style and your approach to developing and motivating your team.
Yeah.
Think about the strategies you use to foster a positive and supportive work environment, encourage collaboration, and address performance issues constructively.
And again, RoleCatcher's AI can provide that extra support.
It can.
To help you articulate your approach in a way that really resonates with the hiring manager.
Right. It can analyze your answer, suggest areas for improvement, and even provide examples of how other successful candidates have answered similar questions.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's like having that virtual sounding board
that
helps you refine your message and present yourself with confidence.
Okay, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
I want to go back to some of the career insights we discussed.
Okay.
Remember, this isn't just about doing well in the interview.
Right.
It's about understanding the whole world of collection management and all the different career paths available.
That's such an important point.
Yeah.
The RoleCatcher Career Guide highlights various specializations within collection management.
Okay.
From conservation and registration to digital asset management and exhibition development.
Wow.
It's a field that offers opportunities to really pursue your passions.
Kind of cool.
Whether you're drawn to preserving those fragile artifacts or the analytical challenges of managing collections databases, or even the creative aspects of developing those engaging exhibits.
So inspiring to see how this one role can branch out into so many different areas.
Yeah.
And it really shows how important it is to not just focus on getting this one job, but to think about your long-term career goals and how you can keep growing in the museum field.
Absolutely. And RoleCatcher provides the resources you need to explore those options.
Okay.
Identify potential skills gaps. And chart a fulfilling career path that aligns with your interests and aspirations.
It's like having a personalized roadmap for your career journey.
It is.
Guiding you towards opportunities that match your interests, passions, and long-term goals.
And all of that is powered by AI.
Right.
Which means those recommendations are tailored to you.
That's incredible.
And evolve as you gain new skills and experiences.
So it's about empowering you to take charge of your career.
It is.
And be proactive in finding opportunities that align with your goals.
And with RoleCatcher's AI-driven tools and insightful resources, you're well equipped to navigate that journey with confidence and achieve your full potential.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back for the final part of our deep dive into collection management.
Right, sounds good.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of collection management. We've explored, those core responsibilities, tackled some tough interview questions, and even touched on those ethical considerations that really shape this field.
Yeah, it's been a good discussion.
Now let's focus on how RoleCatcher can be your secret weapon.
Okay.
Not just in landing that job, but navigating your career journey with confidence.
So RoleCatcher is really remarkable.
Yeah.
It goes beyond simply, connecting you with openings.
Okay.
It gives you AI-driven tools and personalized insights
Okay.
that help you stand out at every stage.
So it's like having a team of career experts right there in your pocket.
Exactly.
Ready to guide you through, writing that resume,
Mhm.
prepping for the interview,
Right.
even that long-term career planning.
It's all there.
So let's talk about how RoleCatcher's AI can help you craft that standout resume.
Okay, so think back to those core skills we talked about.
Right.
That blend of technical expertise, leadership, and communication skills
Right.
that hiring managers want. RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze those job descriptions,
Wow.
identify those keywords, and suggest ways to include them in your resume.
So it's not just about listing your past jobs.
No.
It's about highlighting those specific experiences and accomplishments
Exactly.
that really show you have those essential skills.
And in today's job market, it's so competitive.
It is, yeah.
A lot of companies use applicant tracking systems
I've heard of those.
to filter those resumes.
Right.
So having those keywords in the right spots can
Yeah.
make a huge difference in getting noticed.
So it's like a secret decoder ring
I like that.
to unlock the language of those automated systems.
It is.
Give you a better chance of getting past those initial screenings
Exactly.
and landing an interview.
Yes.
Okay, so crafting that standout resume is just step one.
Right.
Let's talk about how RoleCatcher can help you prepare for those interviews.
Okay, so this is where RoleCatcher's AI-powered interview practice tool is amazing.
Okay.
Imagine practicing your answers and getting feedback from an AI that has analyzed thousands of other responses.
That seems so helpful.
It is a game changer.
Especially for people who maybe get nervous about interviews.
Yeah, it can be really intimidating.
Yeah. How does this AI feedback work?
So you can either type your answer
Okay.
or even record a video of yourself answering.
Oh, wow.
And RoleCatcher analyzes it,
Okay.
looks at things like clarity, conciseness, relevance, even your tone of voice and body language if you're doing the video.
So it's not just what you say.
Right.
It's how you say it.
Exactly.
That's so cool. What
Yeah.
kind of feedback does it give you?
It's a lot more than just, good job or needs improvement.
Right.
It really pinpoints specific areas where you could add more detail.
Okay.
Maybe highlight certain skills, even suggest different phrasing that might resonate better with the hiring manager.
Yeah.
It might point out if you're using too much jargon or going off topic,
Yeah, that's helpful.
or not giving enough examples to support your claims.
So it's like having a personal interview coach,
Yeah.
giving you tailored feedback to help you,
Right.
really refine your answers and present yourself in the best way.
It is.
But beyond just acing that interview,
Mm-hmm.
RoleCatcher can help with your long-term career growth.
Absolutely.
Right.
Their Career Compass tool is fantastic for
Okay.
exploring those career paths, discovering related professions,
Okay.
and even identifying skills gaps
Okay.
that you might need to, get more education or training.
Okay.
So let's say you love preserving textiles, but you haven't done a lot in that area.
Right.
Career Compass might suggest courses or workshops or even volunteer opportunities that could
Right.
help you build those skills
Right.
and make you a stronger candidate for those specialized roles.
So it's like a roadmap for your career,
It is.
guiding you towards those opportunities that match your interests, your passions, and your long-term goals.
And it's all powered by AI.
Right.
So the recommendations are tailored to you.
That's so cool.
And they change as you gain new skills and experiences.
So it's all about you taking charge of your career
It is.
and being proactive in finding those opportunities that align with your goals.
And with RoleCatcher, you've got the tools and the resources to do just that.
Well, this has been really fascinating.
Yeah.
We've gone really deep into the world of collection management,
We have.
explored those key responsibilities, tackled those interview questions,
Mm-hmm.
and looked at how RoleCatcher can help you succeed.
It's a great resource.
It is. So to wrap up, remember, you're not just prepping for an interview. You're embarking on a journey to safeguard our shared cultural heritage.
That's a great way to put it.
And with RoleCatcher, you're well equipped to navigate the challenges, seize those opportunities, and make a real impact in this rewarding field.
It's a great field to be in.
It is. So think about it. What artifact would you be most passionate about preserving?
Mm-hmm.
And how would you tell its story to future generations?